Could this be true? Army in shock. Taehyung's new position in 2026 leaves Jungkook speechless, and why HYB has yet to confirm anything ahead of the highly anticipated tour. Imagine for a moment, a single statement, simple yet powerful, flashing like lightning across a clear sky, instantly shaking millions of hearts. This isn't just another rumor drifting through timelines. It's an emotional explosion that makes ARMY stop breathing, stare at their screens with trembling fingers, and wonder whether what's happening is real or just a digital mirage. Taehyung's new position in 2026, an announcement that HYB has yet to confirm, has become the hottest, most mysterious, and most emotionally charged topic across the entire BTS fandom. Even Jungkook himself, a pillar of composure who rarely loses his words, is reportedly speechless in response to this news. How can one announcement about an artist's new position shake the world? Isn't Taehyung more than just a singer? Haven't every one of his moves been watched with equal measures of love and concern? Yet now we face something bigger than a mere change in group roles or solo projects. It is a mystery yet to be solved, a puzzle without an answer, a hidden clue among the swirling rumors. Since early 2026, ARMY worldwide has picked up on strange signals. From cryptic social media posts, deleted comments, to short videos carrying seemingly hidden messages, all forming a pattern that is still incomplete. Something significant is being built, something enormous, all pointing to a single name, Taehyung. But what exactly is happening? And why did Jungkook, who has always been Taehyung's closest companion, present at every critical moment in his life, suddenly become speechless? As this news spread, many began asking, does this mean Taehyung will take on a dramatic new role in the upcoming world tour? Does this mean he will lead something unprecedented? Questions kept multiplying. What makes it even more intriguing is that HYB, the company that has navigated BTS's every move with brilliant strategy, has yet to release any official confirmation. Their silence has only fueled speculation and deeper questions among the ARMY community. What if this is not just a role change for the tour, but a major transformation that could reshape Taehyung's life and BTS's path as a whole? Even Jungkook, who has always been Taehyung's inseparable partner, reportedly could not speak after hearing this news, a moment that left millions of ARMYs both heartbroken and anxious about the potential decisions being made behind the scenes. When the news first emerged, theories sprouted like wildflowers in spring. Some believed Taehyung would take on a leadership role in the 2026 tour, a position he had never held in BTS's long history. Others speculated it might be linked to an ambitious solo project requiring creative roles Taehyung had never attempted. Some even connected it to a larger hidden HYB plan, a strategy that could change the global music industry. Yet all of these remain speculative, and that's what makes the story so tantalizing. We still don't know the truth. Additionally, fans around the world began noticing that some of Taehyung's older social media posts had suddenly gained new attention. Certain lyrics, gestures in short videos, even glances in seemingly ordinary promo photos are now interpreted as subtle clues. People started deciphering hidden messages, connecting tiny details to grand hopes or deep fears. Some see it as a sign of Taehyung's artistic awakening, that he is preparing to take an unprecedented step in his career. Could this be true? Or are we merely building illusions from fragments of hope and anxiety? Meanwhile, Jungkook, who has always been Taehyung's constant companion, is said to have been stunned and speechless when he first heard the news. This moment, according to unverified sources, occurred during a private internal meeting not meant for public eyes. Jungkook, usually composed in the face of major announcements, reportedly went silent, a scene that touched millions of ARMYs and fueled their curiosity. What left him speechless? What did he say afterward? How does he feel about this potential major change? Fans from around the globe have since flooded social media with prayers, support, and theories, from Twitter to fandom forums, from Reddit to other online communities. Some analyzed numerology, others created complex charts and timelines, and a few even claimed to have flash insights from their dreams. All of this reflects the depth of ARMY's love and emotional involvement in every aspect of Taehyung's life and BTS as a group. Nothing is too small, nothing trivial. Every detail is scanned, analyzed, and interpreted in thousands of conversations happening every second. Yet amid it all, one big silence continues to echo: HYB's silence. Their lack of comment feels like the calm before the storm, a pause that electrifies, making every second feel filled with mystery. Are they preparing a major announcement? Or is there another reason for withholding confirmation? ARMYs continue asking, are we on the verge of something spectacular? Or is this an emotional trap keeping us hoping without certainty? The most dramatic moments often happen at the crossroads of hope and uncertainty. This is exactly where millions of ARMYs find themselves. On one hand, their belief in Taehyung is unwavering, that whatever happens, he will shine and give his best. On the other, the uncertainty about the details of this new position and HYB's silence weighs heavily on their hearts, making them anxious and restless. Some connect this news to the 2026 World Tour, long awaited by fans. That tour has now become the stage for the biggest speculation in BTS fandom history. If Taehyung truly takes on a significant new role, what will it mean for the group's overall dynamics? How will Jungkook fit in? And how will fans react when the official announcement finally comes? These questions are not ordinary. They are the emotional pulse felt in every corner of the ARMY community. Throughout BTS's long history, every major change has been met with waves of love, concern, and support. ARMY knows that whatever happens, it's part of the inevitable journey of an artist and a group that has redefined global music. Yet something feels different this time, more personal, intimate, full of hope and anxiety. This is not just a change in stage role or artistic exploration. It's a transformation that may reflect Taehyung's inner growth, a journey he has quietly undergone, now becoming visible to the world. And when we talk about transformation, we speak of change with far deeper impact than what appears on the surface. Taehyung is not just a performer. He is an artist, a person who delivers music, emotion, and stories through every work he creates. His new position, whatever it may be, could reflect his inner journey, previously hidden behind his calm smile and meaningful gaze. Perhaps this is his moment to shine in ways we've never seen before, not merely as an idol, but as a creative force standing center stage, conveying a deep, stirring message. Yet all of this remains potential, and that is the beauty and the pain of it. We do not know what will happen. All we can do is wait, wonder, hope, and love wholeheartedly. Meanwhile, every rumor, speculation, and conversation is forming a collective, powerful, and emotional narrative. This is why this news is more than ordinary. It is a story of love, hope, uncertainty, and the profound connection between an artist and millions of people who love him. It is a story of how even a single small change, or just a rumor of that change, can make the world pause, hold its breath, and ask, what is really happening? So, as ARMY Worldwide continues to wonder about Taehyung's new position in 2026 and why Jungkook is left speechless, remember that behind every speculation lies unspoken hope, love that keeps shining, and faith that whatever happens, it is part of an extraordinary journey. A journey not just about music, but about life, change, and unwavering love. And even though HYB has yet to confirm anything, one thing is certain. The world is watching, full of anticipation and emotion, for an answer that might change everything. As the days pass, whispers grow louder, threading through every corner of the fandom. Each new social media post, no matter how innocuous, is dissected for hidden meaning. A fleeting glance, a cryptic caption, a momentary gesture in a music video. All of it becomes a piece of the puzzle. The fandom's collective imagination is running wild, projecting hopes, fears, and theories onto Taehyung's every move. Some say he's preparing to redefine his role not just on stage, but behind the scenes, influencing the creative direction of BTS's next chapter. Others whisper about a new solo venture, something so daring that even the most seasoned ARMY can barely fathom it. Yet in all this, HYB's silence amplifies the tension. Every unconfirmed rumor, every withheld detail, feels like a ticking clock counting down to an earth-shattering revelation. Meanwhile, Jungkook's reaction has become the subject of endless speculation. Those close to him hint at a mix of awe and worry, emotions so deep that they leave even the usually composed idol momentarily frozen. It's as if he senses a shift not only in Taehyung's path, but in the trajectory of their shared journey. The dynamic between the two, long admired for its warmth and trust, is now tinged with the anticipation of the unknown. Fans hold their breath, analyzing every photo, every video, every snippet of conversation for a clue. Some believe Jungkook's silence is not hesitation but respect, a quiet acknowledgement of the magnitude of Taehyung's next step. Others feel it signals uncertainty, a reflection of the shock that this new role might bring. Speculation also reaches beyond the fan community. Music critics, entertainment analysts, and industry insiders begin weighing in. The idea of Taehyung taking on a transformative role excites them, suggesting the possibility of innovation not just in performance, but in leadership, production, or artistic vision. Could BTS's 2026 world tour become a turning point in global music? Might this be the moment that reshapes not just a fandom but the industry itself? Every theory grows more dramatic than the last, each one fueled by fragments of information and the fandom's collective imagination. And yet, amid all this chaos, there remains an unshakable sense of connection. ARMY isn't simply curious, they are emotionally invested in this unfolding story. Every rumor evokes laughter, tears, and endless debate. Fans feel like they are part of a living, breathing narrative, one in which they are both observers and participants. Online forums teem with excitement and anxiety, where posts dissect every nuance of Taehyung's expressions or possible announcements. The fandom moves like a single entity, driven by love, loyalty, and a hunger to understand what lies ahead. Despite the swirling speculation, one truth is undeniable: change is coming. Whether it is a literal shift in Taehyung's position within the tour, a bold solo endeavor, or a larger strategic move orchestrated by HYB, something monumental is in motion. The suspense is electric. Every fan waits, poised on the edge of revelation, aware that whatever unfolds could alter the course of BTS's history. The stakes feel unprecedented, yet somehow fitting for a group whose very existence has redefined the boundaries of music, performance, and fan engagement. And as we await clarity, the emotional resonance of the situation becomes clear. This is not just a story about a new role or position. It is about transformation, growth, and the human experience behind the glamour. Taehyung, Jungkook, and BTS are more than performers. They are symbols of hope, creativity, and the enduring power of connection. Their journey is mirrored in the fandom's own experiences, struggles, and aspirations. Every moment of uncertainty, every second of anticipation, carries weight because it reflects a deeper emotional truth: that these idols are not distant stars, but part of a shared journey with millions of hearts invested in their every move. As the countdown to the 2026 tour continues, every detail becomes magnified. The anticipation is palpable, the suspense almost unbearable. And yet, in that tension lies a profound beauty, the thrill of the unknown, the joy of speculation, and the unspoken promise that the next chapter will be worth every moment of waiting. Whether Taehyung's new position is confirmed tomorrow or months from now, the story has already succeeded in capturing hearts, igniting curiosity, and creating a wave of emotion that no official announcement could ever contain. The truth is, the fandom has already experienced the power of transformation through expectation. Every whispered theory, every hopeful conjecture, every heartbeat that quickens at the mere hint of change contributes to a narrative that transcends music. It is a story of humanity, of connection, of love, of collective anticipation. Even without confirmation from HYB, Even without clarity on the exact nature of Taehyung's new role, the fandom has been swept into a current that is as thrilling as any stage performance, and so, the world watches, holding its breath. Jungkook remains silent, Taehyung's path remains uncertain, and HYBE's mystery continues to deepen. Yet amid all this uncertainty, one thing is certain. The journey of BTS in 2026 will be unlike anything the world has ever seen. Every step, every note, every decision will carry the weight of anticipation, the spark of curiosity, and the enduring love of a fandom that refuses to look away. As the days stretch into weeks, the air of speculation grows thicker, almost tangible, weaving itself into the daily rhythm of the ARMY community. Every time a social media update appears, no matter how brief, no matter how seemingly insignificant, it ignites a frenzy of analysis. A single glance in a video, a subtle shift in expression, a hand gesture lasting only a fraction of a second. Suddenly, these become clues, evidence of a story that refuses to reveal itself fully. The obsession is not shallow, it is profoundly emotional, a manifestation of the collective heartbeat of millions who feel intimately connected to Taehyung, to Jungkook, and to the destiny of BTS itself. Jungkook's silence continues to resonate like a low hum beneath the roar of speculation. Known for his composure, for his articulate presence, he seems almost fragile in his restraint. Some fans interpret it as shock, others as contemplation, but all agree that something monumental is unfolding, something that touches even the most stoic among them. The unspoken tension between the two idols, a bond that has always been visible yet subtle, is now the focal point of global attention. Observers note how Jungkook's rare moments of speechlessness seem to mirror the gravity of the changes anticipated for Taehyung, a reflection, perhaps, of the profound respect and understanding that exists between them. Meanwhile, theories multiply exponentially. Some suggest that Taehyung's new role could redefine the 2026 World Tour, positioning him not just as a performer, but as a central creative force, shaping stage design, concept, and storytelling in ways BTS has never attempted. Others imagine a groundbreaking solo project, one that challenges the very limits of artistic expression and innovation. Industry insiders speculate that HYBE may be orchestrating a strategy of unprecedented scale, intending to use this moment as a pivot not only for BTS, but for the global music landscape itself. Every rumor, no matter how implausible, is met with feverish excitement because the story has already surpassed ordinary boundaries. It has become mythic in the eyes of the fandom. Yet amid all this, HYBE's silence remains deafening. The company's decision not to confirm or deny any detail is itself a message, one that fans interpret in myriad ways. Some see it as deliberate, a strategic withholding designed to amplify anticipation and create a cultural moment unlike any other. Others